guys, we are back for another video. Today I thought I would talk about my top 10 films of the year so far. A couple of weeks ago on Instagram I asked you guys for video suggestions, and one of them was to do my favourite films of 2018 so far. We are now over halfway through September, so I thought that's quite a good chunk of the year to be able to discuss my favourite films. So a big thank you to Campo Reviews and MP Movie Reviews on Instagram for suggesting this idea. I really loved it, so I'm filming it. Before I get into my top 10 films of the year so far, I just want to mention 3 films that I really hated, and I can't even explain how much I hated them. Okay, to be fair, 2 of them I really hated, one of them I just was bored out of my mind. So I guess you could call them my least favourite of 2018. I think one of these is technically a 2017 film in the US, but I still need to mention it because ugh. So my least 3 favourite films of this year were The Happy Prince, which hurts my heart to say because it has Colin Firth in it and I love Colin Firth more than life itself, but that film was just not for me. Midnight Sun, which was laughably bad. And then my least favourite film, potentially of all time, not even just this year, is Downsizing. Oh my god, I thought that film was never going to end. Like, I literally thought, this is where I'm going to die. I'm going to be here so long that I'm going to die of old age because this film doesn't stop. But let's get into the positives, the best of this year so far. In at number 10 is Wes Anderson's Isle of Dogs. I knew I was going to like this film when I went to see it, and yet I've never really spoken about this film to many people. I mean, as you know, dogs, I'm obsessed with dogs, especially this one that's ignoring me right now. So already the subject matter was definitely something I was interested in, and the voice cast were brilliant. I love Bryan Cranston, so I was like, okay, so it's got dogs in it, Bryan Cranston's voice, directed by Wes Anderson. 3 reasons I've got to see this film, at least. This film really takes you on a journey, and it's emotional and fun, but also sad, and really great. In at number 9 is a film that I think has flown under a lot of people's radars, but really shouldn't have, because it was really good. And that was Thoroughbreds, starring Anya Taylor-Joy and Olivia Cooke. It is also the last film, I believe, of the late Anton Yelchin, so that was really sad, but the film as a whole is quite electrifying in the weirdest sort of way. It's like got a slow kind of pace, but it's really captivating and gripping. In at number 8 is a completely different kind of film to the last 2, and that is Love, Simon. I just loved it. It was so sweet. I love Nick Robinson. I love the whole cast. It was quite a fresh new cast. Number 7 is a film, again, a lot of these films are ones that I just knew I was gonna like. I was like, yeah, this is for me. And it is John Krasinski's A Quiet Place. First of all, I love the casting. I love that it's him and his wife. That's so bloody cute. But the whole premise of the film is such a great idea. The film is tense like you've never felt before. I think it's really atmospheric and immersive, and you find yourself caught up in the film. In at number 6 is a crime mystery drama, Searching. What I love about this film is that it is a mystery in every sense of the word. The whole way through you're sort of kept on your toes. It was actually really hard to predict what was going to happen, and yet at the end everything is tied up for you. Loads of mystery films love to leave it on an ambiguous ending, and I do love that. I'm a big fan of ambiguous endings, but sometimes it's nice to be sat down and told this happened, this happened, this happened. We're on to the top 5 now. This is crazy. In at number 5 is one that really split opinions. I went to see it with my best friend. We came out, she was like, that was awful. I was like, that was amazing. And that is Hereditary. I actually think Hereditary might be one of the scariest films I've seen. The whole way through, I was like, what on earth is going on? The performances, whoa, 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 whoa. Toni Collette deserves an Oscar nomination for this, but I really think she's going to be snubbed, and that's going to annoy me. And even Alex Wolff, amazing. I know quite a few people had sort of some qualms about the end of the film, and I didn't 100% understand it myself at first, but after doing a bit of online research, watching a few videos, I was like, this film was amazing, and the amount of detail that went into the story, setting everything up, amazing. But like I said, Hereditary may not be for everyone, so if you haven't seen it, check it out and let me know what you think, because I loved it. Potentially one of my favourite horror films of all time. In at number 4 is a film I've only just recently seen, but it was so refreshing in its approach and its style, and that is American Animals. I've written a review on it on The National Student, so if you want my full thoughts, go and check that out. I'll leave the link down below. Its approach to the idea of truth was so refreshing. It is based on a real life story, and quite often they can be quite positioned or fabricated in a way. This film almost embraces that. Basically what I like about it is how it highlights how the truth differs from person to person. Oh my god, we're on the top 3. Looking at my list that I've written, my top 3 is weird. In at number 3 is Beast. I don't know how many people have actually seen this film. I saw it quite towards the beginning of the year, and not a lot of people were talking about it. but my god, it was amazing. I still think about it all the time now, and it's been about 6 months since I've seen it, but this is one of those films that is very open to interpretation. I'm actually kind of interested in doing a sort of video essay on Beast, sort of giving my interpretation of the film and my thoughts. So if any of you are interested in that, please let me know. In at number 2 is a completely different film to any film on this list so far. I do think a lot of people are going to agree that this is one of the best films of the year, and if they don't, they're lying. And that is Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. Aside from all the singing, dancing, the Meryl Streep, the Cher, ABBA, all of that, can we just appreciate Colin Firth in this film? Colin Firth flailing about dancing queen on a boat literally made my year. What did we do to deserve Colin Firth? I don't know. And then my number 1 film of the year so far is The Secret of Marrowbone. The Secret of Marrowbone blew my mind. I don't actually know what to say about this film. This is why I was going to do a video review on it, but I couldn't because I was just like, this is good. The cast are amazing. Charlie Heaton, George McKay, Mia Goth, Matthew Stagg, Anya Taylor-Joy. Oh my god, so she's made it into 2 of this top 10. The story came together with such ease and flow. The suspense, I loved how it was like a thriller, but it was a really well lit film. Everything just makes sense at the end. And I saw this film twice at the cinema within 2 days. The second time I watched it, it was a completely different experience because you're noticing everything. And I left the second time being like, oh my god, this film is so clever, and I love it. A lot of these films in my top 10 I have done reviews on or articles on this past year, so I'll link those below if you are interested in my full thoughts on any of them. That is it for my top 10 films of 2018 so far. Thanks so much for watching. Me and Alfie are gonna go for a walk.